There's nothing scarier to our moneyed elite than poor people donning masks and demanding you give them free stuff. No, I'm not talking about fears of being robbed by thugs. I'm talking about Halloween. Yes, nothing stokes fear and anger quite like poor kids coming into your neighborhood. Just look at a Dear Prudence article posted recently in Slate. Quote, I live in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in my country, but on one of the more modest streets, mostly doctors, lawyers, and family business owners. A few blocks away are billionaires, families with famous last names, media moguls, etc. I have noticed that on Halloween, what seems like 75% of the trick-or-treaters are clearly not from this neighborhood. You don't say. Kids arrive in overflowing cars from less fortunate areas. I feel this is inappropriate. Halloween isn't a social service or a charity in which I have to buy candy for the less fortunate children. Obviously, this makes me feel like a terrible person. That's because you are. Because what's the big deal about making less fortunate kids happy on a holiday? But it just bugs me. Because we already pay more than enough taxes towards actual social services. Should Halloween be a neighborhood activity? Or is it legitimately a free-for-all in which people hunt down the best candy grounds for their kids? You know the reason that it makes you sound like a terrible person? It's because you do sound like a terrible person. Or at least you act like it. First of all, no one is forcing this person to buy candy. You can be that guy or girl that shuts off your lights during trick-or-treating hours. Make it look like nobody's home. Yeah, you're still an asshole, but at least you're not that bad of an asshole, right? And this is a good example of why a lot of regular people can't stand the super wealthy. Not all of them, but just people like this that are like, oh, please, why do I have to give candy to this rabble? Can't they just go back to their food stamps? Seriously, it's bad enough that I pay for them to be alive and to share my air. Now they have to foul up my streets? Seriously? What are we going to do about these unwashed masses coming around here once a year? I can just see the Fox News headline on this. Halloween creates dependency. Haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. I can almost guarantee it. Now, what's funny about this is that Prudence replies on this and sort of ends up her reply with this complete epic smackdown. She writes, your wine makes me kind of wish that people from the actual poor side of town come this year not with scary costumes, but with real pitchforks. Stop being callous and miserly and go to Costco, you cheapskate. And get enough candy to fill the bags of the kids who come one day a year to marvel at how the 1% live. Here's the way to get people to not want to trick-or-treat at your house. Be the asshole who hands out Bibles. Or granola. Nobody likes the person that gives out granola.
I actually like granola, but I get your point, Jeff.
My thing is, what happened? When did being the motherfucker who just turned off all your lights during the trick-or-treating time not become sufficient enough? I love Halloween. I don't know if you guys can tell from my outfit.
We can tell, Eeyore. We can tell.
But I fucking love Halloween. And I used to grow up in a neighborhood that didn't have the wealthiest of people in it. Sometimes you go to the rich neighborhood because the rich people go all out. They have the coolest decorations. Sometimes they literally try to scare the shit out of you, too. So it's like a mini haunted house. It's fun. And why wouldn't you want to bring horrific joy to children? What fucking Scrooge? What do you have? What devil did you have to talk to sell your fucking happiness and soul to be like, fuck giving candy to kids? Who doesn't love giving candy to kids? I mean, everybody. Even nice people, pedophiles, everybody loves giving candy to children. So it's what the fuck is your problem, bro? And if you really, just like Tom said, if you really don't, then don't participate. It's not like there's some Halloween mandate, even though there should be. it's not like there's some Halloween mandate that forces you to give kids candy, but it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to get to know your neighbors. It's a fun thing to get to know the people that are in your neighborhood, to get to know the kids, so that maybe if Timmy or Sally gets abducted, you can remember, oh shit, Timmy was the skeleton last Christmas. Like, it's a way to fucking connect with the people that you live with. And I think that's one of the major things that a lot of the wealthy individuals of this country and around the world don't like doing. They don't like getting to know the people that they live with. They don't want to know them. Other people that live around them are beneath them, or they won't understand, or they don't have any value. And I think that's the overall message that this guy is trying to send, is that those people are nothing to me. I'm going to spend my Halloween out in Dubai somewhere at a Four Seasons. Why should I waste my time with these children? And it's like, I mean, I feel sorry for him because it like isolates you, and it just makes your life fucking boring.
Right, and there, this guy's complaint is that it's not the kids in our community, it's just random poor kids. It's those poors coming out of the poor area, coming to our place, which we should, by all means, we should have like a gate and a fucking moat or something to keep those kids out, because they're not part of our community. We don't want to get to know them. They're just rabble. They're just, why should I give that? They should be happy with their food stamps. And that's
Sean,
it. That's what makes them a terrible person.
Yeah, and
Jeff, I just didn't.
They're gonna be wearing costumes. Like, you won't even recognize the riffraff.
They're gonna have shit costumes on. Be honest. And I just want to make a point. Two things about this story that I think of instantly with this story. I think of Mr. Burns releasing the hounds on the kids. I automatically think of that with this story. And second, if this Miss Prudence, Dear Prudence, was a little shorter letter, it could have been sent to Pat Robertson's 700 Club and would have been perfect for it right before Halloween. Why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. And the third and final point, they could be like the people in California who protested the illegal aliens, right? Or undocumented immigrants, rather. They could go and protest. They could have a rich people protest Halloween with the riffraff. No riffraff signs. Thanks Obama for the riffraff. I could see this like new Tea Party thing taking over.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say something somewhat controversial to at least this crowd, and be like, I'm not buying it that all the rich people on that part of town are actually like that. I think this guy is probably one of the few that are just is just that much of an asshole to be like, why do I have to give these candy out to these kids in the riffraff from across the road? Seriously. I don't think that they're all like I don't think that everybody's like that. I think there are, like what Haven was saying. Sometimes the kids in the neighborhood love to go to the rich people areas because they go all out. They put up decorations and they just get into the holiday because they love it. And it's like, come to my door. I got candy. I got decorations. It's going to be fun.
Bye, guys. Yum, 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 yum.